Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Operating from the gun, Tompkins. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Tompkins. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
The Rams hit 6 and 5 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
2nd and 6. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A really nice nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Off the play fake, Tompkins. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Tompkins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw. Vincent. This one swung out to Williams. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts. They give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ready, 18, pioneer, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Here we go.
They try the left side here with Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Tompkins.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tompkins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Genty.
Shoves him aside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Genty on first down.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Genty.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tompkins.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 13.
That's complete. Jordan Whittington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? Set. 60. Rig alert. Rig alert. Check smash. Check smash.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 1.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Liking 18. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And to find the open man, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 44 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Done good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Left, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Vincent. He's got a man, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, 60 Bobcats. Viking.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The final shot before break. Tompkins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Go street. 70 Lions.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Vincent. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mustang 19, Cowboy 80, Warriors 70.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Williams running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fighting through at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hurt! Go!
Once again, it's Jeanty. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hawk 70!
Off play action. Tompkins. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
Back to throw. Tompkins.
Open man is Thornton. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Come on.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Pass the 60. 70 range. 70.
Back to throw. Tompkins.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Tompkins.
They'll get this out to Jeanty.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Jeanty
with career touchdown number 60. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Done good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They give it to Williams, running right. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 15. He's got Bellinger. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's go now. 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down, Vincent. And that's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he works free. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, 33 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
60 yards.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On the give, Genty.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Done good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, nice move. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready, set.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, Vincent.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Corum trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
7
goal.
Pirates. 7 Pirates. Down. Hawk.
Looking to throw. Vincent. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Vincent. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams get a bit closer.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is going to be intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Raiders 38, Rams 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Get it. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw again. And he checks this one down to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go, Shaq. 60, Cougar 19.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready?
On the give, Jeanty. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Jeanty. Fights through it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 215 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jeanty. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Raider first down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without